Hi, everybody. It's FIBO Group, and you're watching to the Market Watch review. The sharp sell-off of U.S. equities yesterday, led by tech, is weighing heavily on today's activities. Today, more than 1% was lost in the major Asia-Pacific markets, excluding Japan and India. Today is the last day of Europe's Stoxx 600 rally. The U.S. futures are suffering small losses. The dollar has a stronger bias against all major currencies except the Swiss franc and Norwegian krone. Today's poorest performers are the Antipodeans, yen, and yen. Two week lows of $1,812 are being recorded for gold. August WTI is trending in the opposite direction. It is trading above $112.00, its highest level since June 17th's big outside decline. Asian Pacific market. Japanese retail sales increased for the third consecutive month in May, although the 0.6% increase was lower than expected. The April series was revised to 1.0% from 0.8%. This made up some of the difference. The third largest economy in the world is currently recovering. The dollar is still strong against the Japanese yen and has held above JPY 135.75. As U.S. yields begin to soften, the 136.55 region has helped cap the greenback. Australia saw 0.9% growth in retail sales in May, more than twice what was expected. Next week, the Reserve Bank of Australia will meet. Yesterday's price action was weak, and the Aussie settled at its lowest yesterday and continues to fall today. It fell to $0.6870, just above its low last week. Market of Europe. The market was shocked by the June CPI reading in Spain. It rose 1.8% in the month and raised the year-over-year rate to 10.0%. The expected year-over-year rate to rise to 8.7% from 8.5% was not possible. Germany's news looks much better. The majority of states have already reported, and the national figure will be available later today. After much lobbying, a deal was reached that lifted Turkey's veto on Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Finland and Sweden may take several months to join officially. Today, support was found at 1.0485. Sterling traded lower for the third consecutive session. It is currently testing the lows of last week. Market of America. Initial estimates showed that the merchandise trade balance remained stable at $104.3 billion in May, which was consistent with expectations. Today's hot topics include mortgage applications that have increased over the past 2 weeks and revisions to Q1 GDP. The market will not be interested in either of these for very long. Today's highlight may be the presence of the heads of European Central Bank, Federal Reserve, and Bank of England at Sintra's ECB gathering. Yesterday's close to 1.2820 was the end of the greenback sell-off, which began on June 17th from CAD 1.3080. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.